It's Saturday, October 22nd, 2022. I'm TC Kirkham, and this is the Kirkham Report. Hey OVC, TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. Hope you all had a great week this week. Got a few interesting little things to go over this week. Not a big show, but still a lot of fun stuff to talk about. And we're going to kick things off with this week's Spotlight of the Week.
And voila, I host 2 bi-weekly reoccurring columns now on Goldmine Online. And first column is called Adventures of a Music Collector. Second column is called The Tone of Soul. So we came up with the name together, and here we are. I'm about a month in, and I knew, when I started jotting down ideas, I knew that this was now the time to write something expository to support and expose and highlight the importance of the YouTube vinyl community. And I believe is one of the most...
You see this man over here? He's a member of the vinyl community. He's a writer for Goldmine magazine, and he's given us some great publicity. His name is Tone Scott, and he's been in the music industry for much of his life. This last week, as part of his Goldmine regular columns, he put the spotlight squarely on YouTube's vinyl community, of which he's been a member for a few months. And we're going to be seeing a lot of him in the near future, I'm sure. He did a great feature on what the vinyl community is all about. And I think he captured it beautifully. He had some great profile shots of some of close to 24 vinyl community members, including Steve Carlson, Chris Profey, and Vinyl Richie, among others, and a lot of other ones as well. He explained exactly what the vinyl community is all about, how we operate, and how things look to the members. It's a great piece, and I've got the link in the show notes to his Goldmine article if you haven't seen it yet. I can't imagine you haven't looked at it yet. And also to his channel, because you're going to want to subscribe. Tone has got a lot of great stuff on the Goldmine site. He does regular columns every week. He does record store profiles. He does a little bit of everything, and I'm enjoying going through some of his older stuff. In fact, after hooking up with him, I actually went and re-upped my lapsed subscription to Goldmine. I had one until about 1.5 years ago, and I've forgotten how much I've enjoyed reading it, and it was enjoyable to see him talk so kindly and so wonderfully about the community he's now a part of, which is our community, the vinyl community. It's definitely great to have somebody of his stature on board. And Tone, I hope you'll email me at my email address, because I'd very much like to talk to you about all your record store journeys for our Record Store Rewind project going on. You can check that out at recordstorerewind.com. I'm just getting it off the ground, but I could certainly use your knowledge of all the record stores you've been to, and I hope that you will enjoy being a part of the vinyl community. I hope everybody will greet you warmly, and I hope that you will continue to show off your own stuff, what you buy, what you know, what articles you're writing, and everything else, because everybody else is going to want to see it. So please check out Tone Scott. I've left a link to his channel. I've left a link to his article, and I think he's going to become a very popular member of the vinyl community very quickly. And he is this week's Spotlight of the Week. There are times when I have completely lapsed memory, and last week was one of those times. I didn't have an out of the box, and I totally forgot I had the new black box sitting by. They're raising their prices again. I'm still going to stick with them, though. So this month's black box has arrived over a week ago, and it's just been sitting here, burning a hole in my pocket, waiting to get opened. I always open it right here on the show, and I'm going to do the same. I've scored it and got it ready to go. As you can see, there, it's open. But I haven't peeked, I promise. So let's see what they've got for me this month. We'll dig in here, pull out the first one. Oh, no, I don't want to pull out both of them. Okay, it's orange. Oh, hey. Now, this could be very, very good. This appears, is this brand new? Let me see what the year is on this. No, this goes back about 8 years, but it's definitely going to be worth it. This is Living on a High Note from Mavis Staples. Mavis, of course, a member of the Staples Singers, did a great duet with Hozier a couple years ago called Nina Cried Power. If you haven't heard that, you should. This looks interesting. And released in 2016. Mavis is a legend in the R&B community, and I've always loved her. Rolling Stone called her one of the greatest hits singers of all time. And there's a documentary, and it comes with a download, so that's very cool. Mavis Staples, Living on a High Note. Let's see what else is in here. That'll be fun to listen to. And the second one this month is... Oh, wow. Awesome. I am working on adding to my collection of John Denver. This is Rocky Mountain High. This is a classic album. I do not have this one yet. Denver I recently did my favorite John Denver tracks on Rank This. I'm a big fan of his. Never had many of his albums until recently. I've started building up some of them because I've always loved his music. This only has Rocky Mountain High as the biggest hit off here. Goodbye Again was a minor hit. But the rest of this album, I've heard this album numerous times. My cousin has it. My fanatic John Denver fan cousin has this. And it's John Denver. You can't go bad with John Denver. He's awesome. This is a 30th anniversary release, released earlier this year on RCA, it says here, although I don't know if it really is on RCA because he hasn't been on RCA for quite a while, but they were the one that had the albums, and they're probably re-releasing them. Thank you, Black Box. This is definitely a top hat. Both of these are. John Denver and Mavis Staples. Let's see if they give us any bonus stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, crap. There are stickers flying everywhere. Let's see what we got here. Oh, fall themed. A leaf sticker. Oh, a cat sticker of some sort. Another leaf sticker. This is I'm not sure what. I think this is a wreath of some kind. Love these little bonus stickers and cards you get from Black Box. Now, they are raising prices. I just got a notice from them this week. And they're going to go to a system where you can pre-order and get more money off, which is probably what I'm going to do. I've been very satisfied since I rejiggered my profile. They haven't delivered anything bad, and I really think they get my taste to a T, so I'm going to stick with them, and we'll hopefully get that up and running, get that new subscription planned out. I think it has to be in next week. It's going to be an interesting few months as they continue to send me great stuff. These will be fun to listen to. So that is my October Black Box Record Club shipment.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. I welcome you to the Man Cave. I'm the Happy Hippie. My name is Rod, and I want to thank everyone who's tuning into this video. October marks 4 years of me making videos in the VC. And as silly as it seems to people who don't know about us, it's a lot of fun, and I feel I've built a lot of friendships. I've told people about, the VC.
This week's shout out goes to a pal of mine. I'm actually going to be doing a contest entry for him tomorrow. Rod over at Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy. I love Rod's videos. He is so laid back and cool. He's been doing this for 4 years. He's celebrating his 4-year anniversary in the VC with this contest, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun putting that up tomorrow. Been watching a lot of the entries into it too. Based in Tennessee, Rod won the lottery last year, the VC lottery that Robert Z puts together. And it was always fun watching him unpack all that stuff. That's where I became a really big fan. We've had some great correspondence over the last year through comments and stuff, and I enjoy watching him. He's just very cool, very laid back. If I get down to Tennessee, I definitely want to meet him, want to meet up with him, have fun with him. I love what he comes up with every week, and if you like his laid back style, then you will like his channel for sure. He frequently has appearances from, I believe it's his granddaughter with him, and those are always fun to watch as well. Get her into music, Rod. Come on, push her toward the music. Push her toward the VC when she gets older. Looking forward to another generation taking over. If you haven't seen him, check him out. There's a link in the show notes as well as here on the screen. He's well fun to watch and always enjoyable. My pal Rod, the Happy Hippie and Happy Hippie Vinyl Guy. I know you will enjoy it, and that is this week's shout out. Vinyl Champions this week. Going to talk about one of my favorite vinyl stores in Massachusetts. Unfortunately, they do not do mail order, so if you do not get to Massachusetts, you won't get to enjoy the wonders of Spinnaker's. Spinnaker's is in the downtown section known as Main Street in Hyannis, Massachusetts. We make it a point to go in there every year. I actually spotlighted them on the show on the old site we had called Planet Biblia Musica. That stuff has now been moved over to my regular site and Record Store Rewind. I'll have a link to it in show notes where you can see pictures of Spinnaker's. Spinnaker's is a family-run operation right in the heart of Main Street in Hyannis, which is their big tourist district. They have a smaller room in the front where their counter is, and the posters and the DVDs and such, and a little tiny alcove with pop culture stuff, Crosley turntables, unfortunately. And then you walk into the main room and your mind is blown. Wall of CDs, tons of vinyl, used and new, and a huge selection of 45s. I still need to go down, just spend a day at this store. Whenever we go to the Cape, we haven't been since 2018 because of circumstances, but we used to go down every week in September for a week every year, and there's a lot of great places to shop. Unfortunately, some of them have now closed because of the pandemic, but Spinnaker's is still going, still going strong, still a part of the Main Street. And the people that work there are so nice and so friendly. And I don't buy much there when I'm there because I can't bring it home because we take a bus up and down from Boston. But one day I'm going to go strictly to go like on a Saturday just to go to Spinnaker's and spend the day surfing, buying stuff, looking through stuff, and coming home with a giant haul the same day. We'll see what happens. One of these days, I got to do that. It is a terrific place. If you ever get to Cape Cod, you definitely need to check out Spinnaker's on Main Street in Hyannis, Massachusetts, and pick out the pictorials. Be sure to check out the pictorials on my website. I'll have a link to the show notes. Okay, vinyl community, I hope you're happy. I'm officially corrupted. I don't normally spend a lot of money. I mean, I spend, maybe I'll go to a $40 on an album for Record Store Day if it's something special, but I don't usually go over that. And then last night happened. I don't normally put out a lot of money on anything like this unless it's a major appliance or something. But I got a flyer yesterday in the email, from one of my favorite bands. And they're putting out a coffee table book. And I mean a coffee table book. This thing is 700 plus pages, filled with photographs, filled with memorabilia, filled with their own personal memories. They have been behind making it, and I was sitting here and I'm like, you know, that's a lot of money. I have never put I mean, I buy a box set every now and then. The War box set was the most recent, last Record Store Day. I don't even buy regular box sets that much. For a book? And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, all right, the big deluxe ones are already sold out. The collector's ones are still available, and there's only 2,500 copies. I don't know if it's ever going to be available. I'll never have a chance to get it again at this price. So, last night, I went and spent a fortune on the upcoming book, definitely the official story of Def Leppard. This thing is going to be 700 plus pages, bound in a vegan-friendly leather. I don't know what that means. I know Phil Collin is a vegan. I don't have any idea what vegan-friendly leather is. It's coming with some memorabilia, some bric-a-brac stuff, and a exclusive vinyl single, live versions of a couple of their songs, and packed with over 700 pages of pictures and memories and everything else. And I put down almost $300 on this thing. I don't do that ever. This is your fault, Vinyl Cutie. You people have corrupted me. I've always been a practical guy, and I have a few other Def Leppard books around, but this was just too good of an opportunity, and I knew I'd never have another chance to get it at that price, because with that limited number, once it enters the secondary market, right straight up, it's going to be $500, $700, $1,000. I'm not going to be able to afford that. And this way, I know I will have it. It won't be here until March or April of next year. But I can't, just from what I saw online, I cannot wait to see it. I'll have a link in the show notes in case you guys want to look at it. I don't know how many other big Def Leppard fans are out there. I know I am a huge fan of theirs. And I know that some people might be interested. And so I'll have a link to it in the show notes. But in any case, I have never spent that much on something like that, ever. I'm almost 60 years old. I have never spent that much, ever, on something like this. On a TV? Yes. On a video game console? Yes. On a book? I thought Kim would have a heart attack, but she didn't. She was like, well, that sounds like it's going to be worth it. And I'm like, yeah, it is, because she's a huge fan too. So anyway, You've officially corrupted me, VC. Thank you very much. And that is this week's Back Pages.
About today, we're going to talk about the cost of the hobby.
Yep. It doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg and half your brain and your firstborn child.
We're not scalping. We're not trying to drive the price up because of scarcity.
Right. That's our problem. We're too practical.
I agree. Way too practical. Yeah, don't let my wife hear me say that. Be like, no, you're not. You're not practical enough.
Yeah. That's going to do it for this week. I've got a pretty short show, as you've noticed. Please check out Tone Scott and his wonderful article in Goldmine on the vinyl community, and welcome him into our community. I hope you'll also check out Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy. Rod's got some great stuff down there. And of course, I hope you'll check out all the other shows I have running right here on TKR Video Central. I've got the Radio Retro Countdown on Sundays, Influencers on Tuesdays, and Rank This on Thursdays, all at 4 p.m. Eastern, plus the daily TC's Daily Obscuria, or Obscuria Vaults, whichever you want to call it, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, right here. I do have a couple of new things I'm still working on. Those will be forthcoming in the future, sometime in the future. I don't know when exactly, but it'll be. Hopefully you'll like what you see when I do it. I'm hoping to get one of them up sometime in November. The other one's probably going to be after the first year, but we'll see. In any case, I enjoy being a part of the vinyl community, and I thank all of you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and if you have, thank you very much. One of my goals is to be able to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. I came up to almost 500 and then shrunk back down a little bit after my contest, but it's creeping up again, and I thank you for helping me to spread the word and for people out there noticing what I do, because I do it all for fun and my love for music, and I know you do too. That's what being part of the vinyl community is all about. Until next time, when I'll be back here again next Saturday with more goofy stuff, I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. Ciao, baby.